see you from across the room. It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing, oh, everybody's singing, oh. I don't know what it is about you. It must be in the way you move. Just say you want me to. We've got nothing to lose. You're looking so old. You're looking so old. Now I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting dark in this room. Tell me what you wanna do. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday morning today, and I am having the loveliest, most relaxing Sunday. As you would have seen, I have been sitting outside this morning, enjoying a lovely cup of coffee, watering my plants, enjoying the sunshine. It's really weird weather today. It's like really cloudy but really sunny, like in that kind of blue sky with like big white clouds that kind of like, basically when the sun is shining it's boiling hot, but then as soon as the cloud kind of covers over it gets a little bit chilly. But it's been really nice just to be sitting out in the garden, enjoying the sunshine, enjoying our space. And I have a new friend to introduce you to today. Can you see him in the back? No, you can't. I've got a new friend to introduce you who's just sitting over here that I am so excited about, because if you know me, if you've been following for a while, like since we lived in the flat, you'll know I've always been obsessed with this plant. I have two faux versions of this plant, and I've now decided to get myself a real one, and I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, he is so heavy, but this is my new olive tree. I'm so excited. So this is a Olea Europea, which I'm guessing is like the type of olive tree. It says, hang on, I've got a little note here. This is the tree that most characterizes Mediterranean countries. It's an evergreen and can be used in the landscape for many different kinds of gardens. It grows slowly and has small leaves or a characteristic grey-green colour. The fruit is used in the production of oil and for direct consumption. It favours sunny areas. So this is my new olive tree. I'm so excited about it. I've always wanted a real olive tree, and as I said, you know, I've got two faux ones already and I absolutely adore them. I always get complimented on the one that I have on the kitchen table because that definitely looks the most real, and people always ask me where they get them from. I can definitely take this label off now that I've taken him home with me, and he's definitely staying. But yeah, I've literally always dreamt of having an olive tree, and I'm just praying, like keeping every finger and toe crossed, that I can keep this baby alive, because I don't know what I'm going to be like in terms of keeping it alive. I don't think it requires too much water. It mainly just requires a lot of sunlight, and I might end up having to take it in the winter because I don't think they like very cold temperatures, but that's fine. That is something that I can definitely learn to deal with. But I actually picked it up the other day and decided to go to a like reclamation yard, kind of second-hand place to pick up a pot. So I'm going to be repotting it today, which I'm really excited about, because I've never really potted things properly. I've been watching a Monty Don video about potting, and like I've been told basically I need to smash up, I've like smashed up this like tile that I can put to kind of like help with the filtration and give it like a new little home, because I definitely think it needs a bigger pot than it's already in. The pot it's already in, it's like quite small. So I picked up the most gorgeous like really old vintage pot. Let me go get it actually, because oh my goodness, this is like a real test of my strength today. But this is the pot I picked up. Look at how amazing it is. It's like really old, really weathered. It's even cracked and been like glued back together. And what I really liked about it, I'm gonna put it here, what I really liked about it is, if you look closely, it's got a really similar kind of herby like pattern. You know what my green ones have, basically that kind of like indentation. It looks like it's got the same one, so it almost looks like a vintage version of the sage pots that I already have, and I just absolutely love it. So it's a lot bigger than the pot it's already in. So the plan of action today is basically to start potting my new olive tree up. I feel like we need a name for the new olive tree, so leave me some name suggestions down below, because I am going to love him, I'm going to water him, I'm going to feed him, I'm going to look after him like he is my child. So, and yeah, it definitely feels like a he to me. Don't know why, but it definitely feels like a he. So that's the plan of action for today. Just a really wholesome Sunday, spending a little bit of gardening, doing a little bit of potting up. Alex needs to mow the lawn. I'm going to be potting this baby up and getting my hands a bit grubby, so I'm really excited about it. Also, in terms of outfit of the day, I wanted to wear a dress that would be quite sensible for gardening, so I'm wearing the Amazon fashion dress again, which I absolutely love. I'll link it down below. It's like really lightweight, really perfect for the weather today because it's quite breathable, it's quite light, so it's nice when the sun comes out, but when the sun is in and it gets a little bit chilly, it's like covering my shoulders, it's a little bit, you know, more covered up. So I really love this dress, and I've just got my little outdoor sliders on to be out in the garden. So let's go get potting. I'm so excited. You guys told me after the last video when I said I was really nervous about like showing you me potting or like showing you me gardening, not to be nervous because you understand, you know, this is new for me. I'm a first timer at this, so if I'm doing anything wrong, let me know nicely in the comments down below, please. I will take any advice that I can, but we're gonna get potting. Oh my goodness, how cute does that look there? I'm so in love with it. Not gonna lie, my biggest concern is just whether the pot is big enough. It's like almost at capacity already, which means the olive tree's not gonna have that much room to grow, but I could always leave it in this pot for this year and then maybe repot it next year. But I love how it just kind of like fills this little space here. We've just had this like little bit of brick wall where the kind of like extension was built. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and I love our old like lights that we've got here. So beautiful. I'm just obsessed with this pot. Just look at it. It's just so old and rustic, and it's like legit as well because it's from a second-hand shop. And I love the little, I think this looks like fruit actually. I love the little fruit kind of engraving on it as well. So cute. So I've got my olive tree over here, then my little rose bush over there. I am so obsessed. I've also just been potting away my hydrangeas. I've potted these up properly now, so hopefully these have got a bit more space to grow and flourish. We've still got a few that haven't flowered yet, which is really nice to see, so they're going to flower even more. And I've also just been potting my dahlias as well. I can never remember, is it dahlia or dahlia? I think it's dahlias, which aren't looking their best at the moment, so I'm hoping that the new kind of repot is going to help them just kind of like flourish a little bit more. Oh my gosh, just as I was potting up my flowers, I just heard like someone shouting, "Ellie, Ellie," and I was like, who's that? My neighbour peered over the fence and said, "Would you like some of my cut flowers?" They are sweet peas and they smell absolutely incredible. How cute is that? So I've just added them to a little I was gonna say a posy vase. It's not, it's literally a glass because they're so tiny, but how sweet is that? So I'm just gonna pop them on the kitchen island. What a lovely little thing. So cute. So I've just come upstairs because just as I was showing you the last few potted plants, actually it started drizzling and it's full on raining, and now we really are having really weird like sun and shower days at the moment here in the UK, which we don't normally have in July, so it's a bit of an odd one, but perfect timing. So I've just come inside and I wanted to show you a couple of new bits that have arrived because I'm really wanting to have like a full-on Sunday afternoon pamper. I feel like it's been a really long time since I did like a full-on, you know, like masking, pampering, bath, like all of that jazz. I'm really wanting to do time. I'm also thinking of just kind of like scrubbing off my fake tan, getting to the base of it and then re-tanning it, because I always feel like I have such a nice like glow whenever I do that. So I thought I would show you what's new, and so that I can open it up and use them tonight and really make the most of them. So we have a few bits from Laura Mercier, and you guys know I'm such a huge fan of Laura Mercier. They're literally one of my favorite brands when it comes to like makeup, beauty, skincare. They have everything that you could possibly want. So I placed a little Laura Mercier order. So the first one is something that I've not actually tried before, and it is the almond coconut honey bath. Now this is something that I have wanted to try for forever, and if you know Laura Mercier, you will probably recognize this because I feel like this is like one of their most cult products ever. It's the little kind of like, it looks like a little honey thing, like a honeycomb, you know, to get out your honey. Oh my god, I absolutely love it. And it's a honey bath, which I'm so excited to try tonight. I love the almond coconut range. Oh, it just smells, oh, it smells absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. I love that so much. So I'm going to have a really good old bath with that tonight with the little honey thing. I absolutely love this. This always makes me feel like, you know, when you go on holiday to like a bougie hotel and they've got like homemade honey with these in it and you like put it on your like morning fruit. I love it so much. So yes, going to have a good old bath with that tonight. I'm very excited. And then I have also picked up my favorite body cream from Laura Mercier. This is the Ombre Vanille body cream, which I just absolutely adore. They've got quite a few different scents that I absolutely love, but I would say the almond coconut and the Ombre Vanille are two of my absolute favorites. Oh, that is so lovely. I don't even need to like open the lid properly to be able to smell it, but if you're looking for like a really indulgent body cream, I like to use this when I'm having like a full-on, you know, like pamper kind of a night. I also actually really like using this if I'm heading out, you know, when you want to give yourself like a little top up. I don't know if anyone else does this, but just before I like leave the house, I like to do like a little moisturize on my elbows and arms and just kind of give the extra layer of moisture before I leave the house, because I just find it helps keep your skin a bit glowy. And also using one like this, like the Laura Mercier one that has such a strong scent, like a really lovely scent, really helps when you're like going meeting people. Obviously, like in my job, I'm like hugging, meeting, like seeing people quite a lot, and it's really nice to smell nice. I always feel like the three most important things to me to smell nice are like, you know, as I'm hugging someone, so my body cream, my hair, and my perfume. And I feel like that combination of like those two things means that I always smell really lovely, and I feel lovely when I smell lovely. I feel like we can all agree that when you feel like you don't smell nice, you feel gross. So yes, picked up a top up of that, which I absolutely adore. And then lastly, I picked up a top up of my favorite pure canvas primer, which this is such an amazing primer. This is the Protecting primer, which I basically discovered I have two favorites at the moment, and the only reason I've got onto this one is because this one had run out. This is the Emma Hardy Protect and Prime SPF 30, which I really like, and I find that these two are like the best when it comes to using a primer that will also protect your skin. I believe this is also SPF 30. Yes, it is. I really like using these. I use them every single day to make sure that I'm really like protecting my skin. I've got my SPF. I find wearing SPF so important. Like I literally don't go a single day without wearing SPF. So I've been using the Emma Hardy one recently, and I do really like it. I do think it's a really nice one. It's like non-greasy. The thing I will say is that I don't think it holds my makeup as well as the Laura Mercier. I kind of feel like the Emma Hardy one focuses more on the SPF, and then the Laura Mercier focuses more on like the priming. So it's like, this is about the protecting, this is about the priming. They're very similar products, but I really love the Laura Mercier, and I did want a top up. So I thought whilst I was placing this order, I would grab a top up of this because it's just such a great primer. Really make sure your makeup stays in place, but gives the added like reassurance that you have an SPF on your face. So yeah, really excited for my pamper night tonight. I feel like it's really long overdue, really needed, and the perfect way to spend a Sunday afternoon. Everyone, it is Monday morning now. I am up bright and early and feeling very fresh. I've done something a little bit different with my hair. I'm not fully convinced on it, haven't fully decided if I like it, but I didn't want to use heat on it again this morning because I have used heat on it twice in like the last 2 days. For some reason the curls just were not holding this weekend, so I'm not wanting to curl it again this morning. So I've decided just to do a bit of a half up kind of situation. So yeah, haven't fully decided how I like it, but I just had a new delivery this morning that I wanted to show you that I'm so excited about, that I have just been unboxing. It is sitting right here and I am in love with it. So it's this really gorgeous outdoor table cover that I've got for our outdoor table, and what I really like about it is if you can feel it is like waterproof, like, you know, that really nice outdoor kind of material that you can use. And my favourite part about it, it's got a hole, because obviously with our outdoor table we have the parasol sitting in the middle, And I wanted to make sure that that can still stay, because I do quite like being able to sit out there, you know, for like coffee, for like working. Having the parasol up I think is really, really important, but I've really wanted to get like a little table cover for it, and I thought it would be really nice to pick something up. So I picked this up from Amazon and I'm so in love with it. It's so gorgeous. It's got all this lovely foliage on it, these like little flowers, these cute little ones, and it says on it, it's got, I think this must be the Latin words for them, because we've got Timos, Rosmarinus, but yeah, it's definitely the Latin names for like all of the herbs and stuff, because that says basilicum, which I'm pretty sure is basil, but it's just so lovely. So I wanted to, I've just been unpackaging that this morning. I wanted to show it to you because I think that's so nice. If you're looking for like a nice outdoor table cover, I know a lot of people go for like the linen, you know, they go for like the normal fabrics. I thought I'll face you whilst I'm talking to you. I wanted to go for something a little bit more wearable and durable, because as much as the linens and the fabrics look lovely, I'm not entirely sure how they kind of like hold up over time, and I wanted it to feel like a nice outdoor one. I am looking actually for a really lovely round table linen cover for our kitchen table. I do struggle a little bit with our kitchen table because it's round, and obviously 99% of like the covers that you find online, the table linens, are for like square or rectangular tables. But yeah, this is going to be slightly bigger than our table, but I wanted it to kind of like hang over the sides a little bit, so I might see if I can put it on now and just see what it looks like. So I thought that would be such a lovely addition to the garden, a really nice way to make, like, obviously it's such a small table that I can't do a full-on tablescape, but just to kind of dress up the table a little bit more. My goodness, how lovely does that look? I'm obsessed with it. Oh, it's so cute. It does like a really lovely job at just kind of like lighting up, obviously this area, because it's like very black. We've got dark furniture, you know, like black furniture. I really love how much the white just kind of like elevates it a little bit and makes it look so lovely. And I love the feel of it as well. The fact that it's this really nice like outdoor material means it feels really nice, and then I can, like, you know, worry a lot less about this table, and it's just so much nicer to eat on. I just love all of the flowers and all of the kind of like, you know, herbs and whatnot that it's got on. It's so lovely, and obviously matches really well with the colour scheme because it's very green, so it looks really lovely with the umbrella and stuff. I am in love with it. Can't believe how many things I'm getting off Amazon at the moment that have just been such great, like indoor pieces, outdoor pieces, fashion pieces, so many things. I'm absolutely in love with this. The garden is just really coming together. I'm absolutely loving how the garden is looking now, and of course we've got my olive tree, which looks so cute. I absolutely love it here. I think it's just adorable. Love the fact that it's just so cracked and old. I think it just goes here so well. Like, it really was missing somewhere. The only thing I'm worried about, so it said on the little label to put it in a really sunny spot, and this is very sunny. The only thing I'm worried about is it's quite windy, and I'm not entirely sure how heavy this pot is and how well it's going to hold up, so I'm just going to have to keep an eye on it, and if we have windy days, maybe take it inside or just kind of like move it about, because the wind kind of blows directly like this way. But I just love how it looks. The table is just looking gorgeous. Oh, my garden just makes me so happy. Okay, so I have just come upstairs because I've had a couple of new deliveries of some really cute, like, summery outfits that I thought would be really nice to unbox with you guys and show you what I picked up. I feel like I've been showing you a lot of garden things in this video. We need a little bit of fashion. We need to bring it back to, like, OG PetiteElliee roots. So I've got a couple of new deliveries, which the first one is from De Facto, which is a new brand that I have recently discovered. I found them on Instagram and they have so many cute pieces. As soon as I looked on their website, I was like, oh my goodness, I am absolutely obsessed with everything that I've seen on here. So, oh my goodness, I'm absolutely obsessed with this. It's this really gorgeous little shirt dress. Now, it looks like they've not sent all of the items in one delivery, so I have a couple more pieces coming from them, which we'll have to show you in a future video. But this dress I am just obsessed with. Now, I feel like now that I'm spending a lot more time in the garden, I'm gardening a lot more, I'm just kind of like outside pottering, chilling, that kind of vibe, I'm really wanting to add more pieces into my wardrobe that kind of like suit that lifestyle. So I've got so many lovely dresses, but like this dress that I wore wore to the garden centre was way too OTT and like way too formal to wear to a garden centre. So I've been wanting some more like casual weekend dresses that I can wear to the garden centre, wear whilst I'm pottering outside and like doing my plants and things like that. And I absolutely love this. It's this really gorgeous white kind of poplin material shirt dress, but it's short sleeves, and this is the first short sleeved shirt dress that I have seen in a very, very long time now. I picked this up in a 40, which I believe is about a 12. And I really, really love this like tiered skirt. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Such a lovely, lovely fabric. And I really love this little extra detail of the belt, this like rope fabric. The only thing I'm not so keen about is because it's like quite a warm white with the rope, and then this is quite a cool white, it's making it look a little bit blue. So I might end up taking the rope belt off or changing it up for a belt of my own, but I just thought that was a really, really lovely dress to add into my wardrobe. I am absolutely obsessed with this dress. You know, it's actually really giving me Wimbledon vibes, and I was not expecting it to, but obviously with Wimbledon going on at the moment, I think it's really, really cute. Love the fact that it's this short sleeve, like kind of cuffed, rolled up. It just like makes it really casual, really easy to wear. I do actually quite like the belt. I feel like you could wear it either way. You could wear it with the belt, you could wear it completely without, or you can add your own one. I feel like adding your own would definitely elevate the dress a little bit more, make it look a bit more expensive. But I love this skirt. I feel like this skirt looks really super expensive, like really tailored and kind of like curated, which I think is just so lovely. I've just added my little June slides, which I feel like look really nice with the white. The black against the white I think is so lovely, and I'd probably wear something like my little Labour Skin tote bag just for something really loose and super casual. But I just think this is such a lovely weekend dress, the perfect dress for pottering in the garden, the perfect dress for just like weekend activities and weekend chores. I love it so much. And then the other dress that I picked up is this really gorgeous one from the brand Finery, which I've heard a few things about, and I saw this and just thought it was such a gorgeous like garden dress. I fell in love with them. Actually really loving my kind of like smock looser dresses at the moment, which I don't normally tend to go for. Like, you guys know what I'm like. I like things that belt in, cinch me in, like give me a bit more of a silhouette, especially when it comes to just being really comfortable, wanting to be out in the garden, wanting to kind of like chill a bit more. I really love these like looser smock style dresses. So it's like a bit more of a brighter colour than I usually go for, but I just thought it was really lovely, and they had this in a few different prints. I'll link it down below. But I really loved this dress. I just thought it was such a perfect garden dress. So a couple of new pieces that I wanted to pick up just to kind of like really tie in with my current lifestyle at the moment, the things that I'm really enjoying, and making sure that my wardrobe is always matching like what I want to be doing, and making sure I'm making the most out of my summer wardrobe. I actually really love this dress as well. It's definitely not the most flattering in terms of like silhouette, in terms of shape, but you know, I feel like looking at this, it looks like a very mumsy dress. I feel like I am on my way to go pick up the kids from school, go do the school run, but I really do like it. I just think it's super comfortable, super easy to wear, the perfect kind of dress for out in the garden at the weekends. I keep doing this because I do feel like if you were just to cinch it in with a belt, it would be a lot more flattering. So if you are worried about the silhouette of it, literally just put any kind of comfy belt that you've got around the waist, and it would really help just to pull that waist in. But I do quite like it loose like this. Like, I think it's just super comfy and super easy. The pattern is really cute as well. So another lovely weekend dress. It's nice adding these things into my wardrobe. I feel like my life is changing quite a lot. I'm not as interested in like the big formal dresses as much this year. I'm really looking for just comfortable, easy to wear, like super stylish but still really cozy and comfy dresses. I love this one as well. The sweet peas from our neighbour are still going strong, and they are just absolutely beautiful. These like lilac and white flowers, and my goodness, do they smell amazing. I've never smelt sweet peas before, and I definitely think I need to grow some sweet peas in my garden. Maybe one for next year to think about, because I think it's probably a bit too late to plant them now, but they just smell incredible. They're the loveliest thing, and I've heard that they are the kind of flower, the more you cut, the more they grow back. So I have a feeling she's going to be knocking on my door quite regularly to hand some over to me, but they just are filling the room, like this tiny little, I know they're literally just in a normal drinking glass. Alex was like, why have you put them in there? We drink out of that glass. I'm like, it's fine, as long as you put it in the dishwasher, it's fine. But yeah, this tiny little bouquet of sweet peas are just filling the entire room in here and making me so happy. So it is a little while later now. The hair has officially gone up. I feel like doing those dress try-ons was just the last straw, that it just was getting really in my way, and I have just had quite a hectic afternoon of meetings and Zoom calls and all of that good stuff. So I just wanted to get it out of my face and out of my way and like not even have to like think about it. So I've just chucked it up in a little bun, and oh my goodness, it was so nice. I've just been sitting outside whilst having my Zoom calls and it's been so lovely. I put the umbrella up to give me a bit of shade. I put my little floral spread, I don't know what to call it because it's not really like a tablecloth, but I put my little floral spread out and was just sitting under the parasol feeling so content. I remember especially during lockdown when like obviously all of my meetings were over Zoom, and like it was really nice weather. I remember when we were in like kind of the thick of lockdown initially, and everyone that I was on Zoom with was sat in their gardens, and I remember being in my little flat and just thinking that's all I want. I just want a little garden to sit outside in when I want to do my Zoom calls. And honestly, I did just take a minute to be like, this, I've been waiting for this for so long, and my garden is coming together so nicely. I feel like a lot of the vlogs recently have been revolved in and around the garden, so I hope you guys aren't minding that. But obviously vlogging my life, that is a big part of my life right now, just kind of setting it up and getting it to a place where I'm really happy with it, and I really am becoming quite green fingered. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, I hope you guys are as well, and I'm in a very good mood because we had some very good, very exciting meetings, which I will be able to tell you about some of them very soon. It's always really hard to keep secrets from you guys. You guys know what I'm like. I'm such an open book, so the second I've got to keep a secret, I'm like, I'm really scared I'm gonna let slip. Really scared I'm going to let slip. But I just had a new little delivery arrive that I thought I would unbox with you before I ended the video from Oskia, and I feel like I definitely need to head upstairs in a minute and take my makeup off because it is about 4 o'clock now. My eyes are starting to get a bit tired from like staring at my laptop screen, and I just love giving myself like a really good cleanse and a really good kind of like base to start my evening. You guys know I like to do 2 skincare routine, like 2 cleanses at night at the moment. So one is when I finish work, when I clock off, when I'm kind of like ready to take my makeup off and just chill for the evening. So I still have like SPF on because, you know, I might like pop outside and things like that. And then one is just before heading to bed when I do my like really active ingredient skincare routine. So little gift from Oskia. They got in touch and asked if I wanted to try a few new products, and I really do love Oskia skincare. I feel like I haven't used any Oskia products in quite a while. I ran out of my last. I really loved their it's the Oskia Renaissance. It was like the black cleansing balm. Can't remember what it was called, but it was so good. So I'm going to start with the new cleansing balm that they sent. It's the Perfect Cleanser Nutri-Active Cleansing and Nourishing Balm, and I've definitely noticed, I think I've spoke about this in my video when I unboxed all the Elements products, I am a balm cleanser kind of a gal, so I really like the sound of this. Oh, it smells lovely. The Oskia products are like really natural and just like really fresh, which I really like. So this is a great size as well if I'm going away. I do find it quite difficult to find cleansing balms that are really good for like traveling, because obviously most of them come in like that big pot. So that's a really lovely one. It's 125 ml, so not quite hand luggage friendly, but a really lovely one for my next summer getaway. We then have the Nutri Bronze, which is an adaptive sheer tinted serum, which I'm excited to try. So it's got vitamin E, squalene, and sulfur minerals in it, and it's a tinted one, which I'm really excited to try if I'm having a bit of a no makeup day, if I'm wanting like basically nothing on my skin but still have a bit of color. You guys know I don't really tan my face at all. I just find that tan doesn't really stick to my face. I think it's because I use a lot of active ingredients and things like that. So if I'm having a no makeup day, I still do need to put at least something on to give me like that color, so that to make sure that my face matches the rest of my body. So that sounds really good to try. Very excited about that. I might put a little bit on the back of my hand and just, okay, that is literally just the tiniest little amount, but can you see that there? It's like just like a really dark, oh, that's really nice. It is literally, smells lovely as well, smells very fresh. Just kind of, I feel like some backlit, it's gonna be very difficult to see, but it just kind of has warmed the skin tone on my hand up a little bit, which is really lovely. So very excited about that. We then have the Nutri-Active Day Cream, hydrates, repairs and protects, which again, I feel like this is going to be a really good travel size. Very excited to give that a go. Oh, that looks lovely. Love the packaging of that. It's like in a little pump. So I'll be very excited to give that a go. And then lastly, we have the City Life Concentrate Intense Anti-Pollution Defense Booster. This is pure nutritional skincare, proven to protect your skin against 98% of PM, something that I can't read, particulate matter, and free radical activity. Interesting. It's literally like a tiny little concentrated serum, and I feel like that would be really great if you live in and around London or in like a busy city, because I do always find that when I come back from London, the first thing I want to do is just strip my makeup off and get into the shower and like wash my hair. I even feel in my hair sometimes can feel the pollution. I feel like now that I live a lot more in the countryside and a lot further out of London, I notice the pollution a hell of a lot more. So I'm excited to give that a try and see if that makes any difference to my kind of like skin and how I feel when I come back from London. So some lovely products to try out from Oskia. Never tried any of these products from Oskia before, but I have tried quite a few in the past and I've always absolutely adored them. So some really, really lovely bits to try out, test out, and let you guys know how I get on. So I think I'm going to leave this video here. It's probably gotten long enough, but I really hope you enjoy all the gardening chat, the fashion chat. I feel like this has been a bit of a vlog of everything in the house that Ellie loves. A bit of gardening, a bit of fashion, a bit of beauty. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.